Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the final page, page 4 of the Unit 2 Pre-Calculus review packet. So let's finish up these problems. Now, what is kind of funny for number 11, we're using the letter C here, but which really actually stands for the letter B in the normal equation with y is equal to a sine of bx plus c, or minus c plus d. So what you're going to do here is you're going to set up 2 pi over whatever the period is equal to 2 pi over 2 pi, which gives us 1. So the answer here is for B is going to be 1. Now they use the letter C to try to trick you into thinking that it's going to be something different, but really you're just looking for the B value. So do not be fooled. Okay, next one. B is equal to 2 pi over 10, so that's going to give you pi over 5, and that is your answer. And lastly, C is equal to, B is equal to 2 pi over 4. Now this one seems a little confusing, so I'm going to just rewrite it. 2 pi divided by pi over 4, or multiply by the reciprocal, 2 pi multiplied by 4 over pi. That makes things easier. Cross off the pi's, 2 times 4, which gives us 8, so 8 is our answer. Alright, last problem. Yay, we're almost done. Okay, so number 12. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a table. I'm going to do x and y. But what's really nice here, since we're talking about the restriction for sine is going to be from negative 90 degrees to 90 degrees. So all I just need for the y values is negative pi over 2, 0, pi over 2, and I'm done. Bam. So this is going to be negative 1, 0, and 1. Over here for cosine, since the restriction goes from 0 degrees to 180 degrees, we're going to write this as, this is x, this is y. We're going to go from 0, pi over 2, and then to pi. And last one, tangent, which is negative 90 to 90 degrees. We're going to set up the table for this one, but this one's going to be a little bit longer because we go up by fourths each time. So this is going to be negative pi over 2. This is going to be negative pi over 4, 0, pi over 4, and then pi over 2. So the values here, it's going to be undefined on the ends. This is going to be negative 1, 0, and 1. Okay, so let's start graphing this. Oh, forgot these. So this is 1, 0, negative 1. So if I start graphing these, let's move this down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make each y tick mark right here going to be pi over 2. Pi over 2. So the first one, that's still going to be 1 mark. So this is going to be negative 1, 0, 1. And when I graph this, I should get something that looks like this. Just that, nothing more. The next one, over here, this is going to be pi over 2, and this is going to just be pi. So at 0, it's going to be 1. This is going to be 0 and negative 1. So we get problems that look like that. And I'm going to redo that curve. Just like that. And lastly, to finish this off, I'm going to go up by, each tick mark is going to count as pi over 4. So that's going to be negative pi over 2. This is going to be pi over 2. Now it's going to be undefined here, so I'm going to do a dotted line up top and up, on the bottom and up top. So negative pi over 4, that's going to be negative 1, 0, 1. So we get a line that looks like this up top and like this on the bottom. Okay, and there are all our graphs. That's it. We don't need to worry about anything more. Now, let's talk about the domain for the first one. Since the x value only goes from negative 1 to 1, we're going to say negative 1 to 1, and we're going to include it in interval notation. The range, on the other hand, we go from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, and that is also including those values, so you plot those in. For cosine, the domain is going to be exactly the same, negative 1 to 1. The range, this one's going to be a little bit different because of the restriction, so it's going to be 0 to pi. And then the last one, here we go. So the domain here is actually all real numbers, so it's negative infinity to positive infinity. But the range here, we would think that it goes from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, but we're not including those values. So we make sure that we have a parenthesis around both of those values because we are not including both of those. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Please comment down below whether you liked it or if you have any questions on any parts of the video, anything at all. Please remember to click the link in the top left hand corner if you have any questions dealing with any of the other pages looking through. And this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this and have a good day.